When it's rainy and cold outside, there's nothing more satisfying than a simple soup. I'm going to show you my mum's recipe for a lentil soup. Lots of beautiful veggies in it, and of course the French way. We're going to finish it off with a little creme fraiche. It works a treat. Now, classic vegetables for this soup, we'll start with 1 leek. I'm just using the white and light green part. We're just going to chop that slightly. Doesn't have to be perfect because I will be blending this soup up at the end. Also, 2 stalks of celery. I'm going to cut them into 4, so you don't have to worry about too much knife skill. 1 carrot, again, cutting it into 4. And I love the addition of mushroom. The mushroom's going to give it a really nice earthy, wintry feel. So 1 field mushroom, or of course you can use just a few button mushrooms. Now, you don't have to use these exact vegetables. Whatever you've got in your crisper, use up. So in with our mushrooms, the carrots, and celery, and all the leek. Now, I'm going to be cooking this in my eye companion. And one of the things I like about the eye companion is it's not only going to cook my soup, it's also going to blend it at the end. So it's a real one-pot wonder. Don't forget our lentils. So in with the lentils. I'm using pui lentils. I love the flavour of them. They're slightly nutty. So in they go. And this is a large capacity bowl, so this is going to feed it quite a lot of people. Now we need to add the liquid. So you'll need about 2 litres of liquid, so some veggie stock. You could also just use water for this, or a mixture, which is what I'm going to do. So half veggie stock, and the rest we'll add water. Okay, now I'm not going to add any salt now. When you're working with lentils, the best way to get that creamy result is to add the salt at the end. So no salt while it's cooking. And the eye companion comes with a soup function. It takes all the guesswork out of temperature and timing. So for this soup, we're going to put this on program 1. It's going to cook at 100 degrees for 40 minutes. So on it goes. Okay, this soup is ready. Let's have a look at it. Oh, smells so good. I love the smell of lentils and vegetables cooking nice and gently. So now we can add our salt. So a generous pinch of salt for this, because there is quite a large amount of soup here. And I like freshly cracked pepper. And to give it that lush, velvety finish, I'm adding some creme fraiche. You can also just use some thickened cream too. So I'm going to add a lot of cream, okay? So we want about 200 grams of the cream. And I just like to leave a little for later on, so that'll be for the garnish. So we'll use that in a moment. Lid can now go back on, and just make sure you take the stopper out because it is quite hot. And now to blend, I'll just start slowly. And then gradually I'm going to turn the speed up, and we're going to blend this until it's really smooth and silky. Okay, I'm happy with that texture, so let's plate up. Look at that. Oh, just a perfect soup. See that consistency? That's what we're after. You don't want it to be too thick and you don't want it to be too thin. So I'm going to add a few generous ladlefuls into this bowl. This soup is not an entree. This is definitely a main meal. And I like to jazz it up by adding some croutons to it, some herbs, parsley. I'm using some chervil and some extra cream because I love it. It's plenty. And this is a really good trick with creme fraiche. If you want to loosen it up, just give it a really good stir like this and you'll see it become quite liquidy, and that makes a nice effect in the soup. So a drizzle of that over the top. Okay, some croutons. You can just add some bread if you like. And chervil, just pick some of the leaves off. Just pop that in the centre. A drizzle of some extra virgin olive oil and some freshly cracked pepper. You know, you can just serve the soup as is, but if you want to take it to the next level or maybe impress whoever you're serving this soup to, these little additions make such a difference. That is a yummy soup. I'm going to have a taste straight away. Geez, I love lentils in a soup. It tastes so good. That is a hug in a bowl.